Follow me on this video to see the best there is to visit in Toronto and Niagara. So we traveled from Toronto to Niagara Falls on Queen Elizabeth Highway, which is very beautiful, as you can see here, and we reached Niagara, the town itself, with Niagara Falls in the distance. We have been here many times in the past and we saw everything there is to see, all the way up to the Whirlpool aero car, if you have been there, which I highly recommend to see. But on this occasion we wanted to see the former Niagara Park power station, which is now available to visit and is simply great. It is an engineering marvel, if you like this kind of things, and it's housed in that building you saw briefly earlier on. And we descended by elevator. We are fortunate to be in a rather cold month, so there are not many people around, which we try to avoid. Walking on this long tunnel, probably some 10-15 minutes, so it's a good walk, and then reaching the falls almost to the water level is simply amazing. In order to see the waterfall so close and the water level, the only option would be to take the Maid of the Mist boat. This is how it's called on the Canadian side. There are also boats on the American side, and they have got different names. There are different companies. So this is simply amazing. If you take one of these boats, you'll be covered in mist. These boats tend to be rather packed, so it's not that great to be near other people pushing their cameras in your face. So from this location at the former power station, you have got great views in this area. I highly recommend it. The next thing was, of course, to go back and read all the information there was to see in this tunnel, about the construction of the tunnel, about the many sabotages that took place 100 years ago, about the deaths and everything that happened on with the human costs, and then take the elevators to go again upstairs and see how this big machinery used to work 100 years ago. Is simply brilliant. I love this type of engineering on such a big scale, and is simply amazing. I highly recommend it. I will say it 1 million times. I love this kind of stuff. As ever, I couldn't resist and I had to have a walk near the falls, walking all the way, probably some 1 kilometer up to passing the information center and going towards the zip line, which I would like to take it in the future. It really looks amazing, and again, this is a new thing introduced in the recent years, and I highly recommend it. far from Niagara Power Station, there is Dufferin Island with lots of wild birds. I highly recommend for you to see. I really enjoy being near geese and ducks and all kind of birds. And next day we went to Union Station in Toronto. Again, is a simply gorgeous building, like most of the Union Stations you'll find in North America, whether Washington or New York or the other location, in order to go to the CN Tower and have a meal at the 360 degrees restaurant. This allows you to also go to the observation point and look around if being in the restaurant rotating 360 degrees for 1 hour is not enough. So we stayed rather briefly in the observation area purely because there were so many tourists screaming. But you have got great views towards the aquarium located at the bottom of the CN Tower, and you have got great views over Toronto, as you can see here. In the past, when I was in Toronto, of course, I wanted to visit as many museums as I could. And on this occasion, I only stuck with the Art Gallery of Ontario because it's got not only the group of 7 well-known Canadian artists with their humorous paintings, but lots of other exhibits I really enjoy watching over and over again. There is also the Royal Ontario Museum and Casa Loma, which I highly recommend. And this video ends with a short trip to the Yorkdale Shopping Centre, located on the northeastern part of Toronto. There are not only lots of shops, designer shops, and just all kind of shops and restaurants if you enjoy eating at the Cheesecake Factory and all the other well-known type of restaurants. As ever, I hope this was of great help and inspired you to visit these amazing locations.